Hello, my name's Evan, and I'm an adult beginner trying to learn how to play the tenor saxophone. This week's video, I'm going to play a scale. It's called the major key pentatonic scale, and then I'm going to play a new song I've been working on. It won't be with the backing track. That'll probably be the following week's video. I've been playing for 33 weeks now. So first I'm going to play the scale, and then I'm going to play the song, which is called Autumn Leaves, and it's in the key of G. So first the scale. It kind of has like a Chinese sound to it. It's really cool. It's E flat, F natural, G natural, B flat, C natural, E flat, F natural, G natural, A flat, and then B, right? Isn't that B or is that C? That might be C. Once it gets to the higher notes, I don't get as quick as picking up, oh, that's an A, that's a B, that's a C. You know, they've got multiple lines underneath them and some, lines going through them. It gets a little trickier. But I do believe, yeah, that's A flat, C, and then D sharp or E flat is the final one. So I'll play it one more time just for the heck of it. It's a cool sounding scale. Other than that, I've been working on a lot of rhythm. My teacher will write out little rhythm exercises that are good for me. They say rhythm is one of the hardest things for adult beginners to learn, and I absolutely agree with that. Work on your rhythm because that is by far probably one of my biggest weaknesses as an adult beginner, something I try to devote at least 5 minutes each practice session working on. So for example, I'll play this one. I do practice it with a metronome, but I'll just play it real quick just for the heck of it. Yeah, towards the end I didn't actually play it correctly. I didn't hold one of the notes long enough and it kind of threw off the rest. It's a lot easier to use the metronome, and that's what everybody recommends when you're working on rhythm, is use a metronome. So, all right, let me get to it. So this is Autumn Leaves in the key of G. Here we go. and see if I can get through the song without making quite as many mistakes. That was not very good. As you can tell, I'm still working on that song, and it has some difficult spots. It has a lot of low notes, and low notes really require you to open up your throat to allow, enough breath to support those low notes. And it's tough when you jump from like a higher note to a lower note. You really have to, one, kind of know your instrument, and then two, know how, without changing your embouchure too much, you have to kind of like adjust your throat muscles a little bit. And it can be difficult, so I still need to work on that song quite a bit. Hopefully by next week's video, I'll be able to play it with a backing track, and it'll sound, decent enough for where I'm at, in my saxophone journey. But, this has been a tough season in my playing. This is the last thing that I want to say is these last couple of weeks, I've felt that practicing and working on saxophone has become more tedious, right? After I had my 6-month video, I was playing songs I really liked, and I was liking my sound, and I feel like I've kind of not taken a step back, but have definitely had to kind of readjust my expectations of my sound isn't going to be what I'm hoping it's going to be. My rhythm is still lacking big time. Some of my notes, are not as in tune as they could be, but I'm being challenged all the time. Right now I'm working on E major, which is a very tough scale. It's got 4 sharps in it, and it can be frustrating sometimes working on something that I can't just pick up and excel at, right? It's sometimes I don't learn quite at the pace I wish I did, and my teacher tells me, hey, slow it down, play it correct, and repetition. And that's really where I'm at. I kind of feel like I'm just trudging along, and, I've been trying to practice every day, at least 45 minutes, but some days it feels more like work than enjoyment, and I think that's just kind of the season I'm in. The songs I'm working on right now, I'm not super enthusiastic about. I'm glad I'm learning them, but when the material is both challenging and kind of uninspiring to me to learn how to play, it can feel more like work, right? But I feel like that's just kind of where I'm at, I'm almost 8 months that I've been playing this instrument, and it's hard to know, is this how I should be sounding at 8 months? Am I ahead of the curve? Am I behind the curve? Obviously I want to be improving and getting better. I want these videos I've been making for 8 months to reflect like, hey, this is the reward you can reap when you put in the consistent time, you know? But lately I've been feeling like my playing isn't very good. So it's been a little demoralizing in the sense like, wow, I'm maybe not where I should be at 8 months, and maybe these videos aren't as worthwhile and as encouraging to an adult beginner as I would hope they would be. So I've had a lot going on, mentally speaking with the saxophone. I gotta stay humble. I just need to stay consistent, and the show must go on, as they say. So anyways, I don't want to ramble too much, but if you've watched this video, thank you so much, and I hope that it inspires anyone out there to just stick with it. That's what I intend to do, and we'll see you next week, So anyways, thank you. Have a good day.